Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a day in our current life of us moving through breast cancer and chemotherapy treatments. I can't even explain the gratitude I have for the little smidgens of health these days. It's amazing I made it through the morning without crying.
Oh, this is the first one we'll experience.
It's been quite a few weeks since we've picked up the camera, and we thought it was time to just show you all the things that we do in a day to keep us happy and healthy and give you a little update on where we're at with everything. So the best part of my day, every single day, is what's about to happen next.
There.
Good morning, Mr. Boy. He does those little two legs up, Oh.
Also, come. Oh, my buddy. In the morning, I usually help my bear out. He's known to get a little bit of sand in his eyes. The Sandman. Also, you want your yum yum? He loves that.
I can't witness it ever. That's disgusting.
It's his favorite part of the day.
That's disgusting.
You get the sand out and then he gets a little salty treat.
I can't watch.
Good morning, bear. Hey, yum yum in the morning.
Usually when we wake up, it's kind of a mystery where Oso spent the night. He's been up in the loft, he likes his bed. But as of lately, it's not such a mystery.
Also, are you sleeping on the couch? That's okay. I don't mind. You are so hairy.
I have never seen a dog this sheddy in my entire life. Just look at this.
It just comes right out, Os. It's crazy.
Today is Wednesday, which means it's been a full week since my last infusion. I love this day because typically it's my turnaround day. This is the week that I start to feel a lot more like myself, a lot brighter, and today begins that. People always talk about feeling grateful for your health after you've been sick, and I can't even explain the gratitude I have for the little smidgens of health these days. Cheers to that. Lemon water.
Cheers.
Our mornings have been super slow lately, and I feel like people always talk about not being on your phone, and I think we've both just gravitated away from our phones lately. So I'm not really on social media, which feels really, really good. And Eamon's even been reading in the morning.
Yeah, cut to me reading.
I'm flipping the pages the wrong way.
I'll go grab a book.
I think it's the second book Eamon's ever read in his life. I've been coloring. It just feels really good, honestly. Coffee? I guess you guys might not know that I've now done 5 of the 8 rounds of chemotherapy that I am scheduled to do. It does feel really exciting to be more than halfway done, and my last infusion was a brand new drug called Taxol. The biggest symptoms I experienced were numbness and like immobility in my fingers. I was super fatigued. Like for the first 3 days, I was just completely knocked out and sleeping the whole time.
Well, the first day you were on steroids and she was alive. She couldn't sleep, she was helping, you were like, obviously it stimulated the crap out of you.
Yeah, and we were kind of falsely excited about it. The big thing that it was easier for was nausea. I haven't experienced any nausea with Taxol, and the nausea with AC was debilitating. It was so intense. Oh my gosh, and the body aches. My whole body, my bones, my hip flexors, my knees, like everywhere just ached so intensely. More than halfway done, and just chugging along.
Proud of you, baby.
I'm so proud of you. You have to watch me go through it all and support me. And
Just in case you're not following us on Instagram, we did announce the wonderful news. We foster failed. So this guy is part of the official Fitzgerald family. Hey, congratulations.
I just think this was the perfect time for us to foster fail. We're gonna be here in Canada at least for the year, stationary, and then we'll figure it out from there. But it just felt so wrong to think about a life where Oso wasn't a part of it.
You know, having a dog's more complicated, but we'll have to just figure it out.
Totally.
He's worth it.
He's the best. We love you,
I
Isaac.
apologize if there's too much dog shots. I just find that
from the
like he
paint.
does some funny things. He's a funny dog. Like he goes and plays with himself by himself.
Also, he's got such a personality.
Yeah, he's a
so
puppy.
curious and fun and.
Let us know if it's too much dog. And I know not everyone's dog people, so if it's too much dog, we'll cut it back.
Oh.
I'm back into working out now that we got the fancy gym. And I definitely like to get my workout in the morning, otherwise I feel like it's hanging over my head all day.
This room really does feel like an entire new space. Need some music.
Yeah, yeah, ha, yeah. I'm a big dog, walking, y'all cannot hold me, yeah. Throwing no pounds, don't look at my chain, I'm shooting my shot like I'm Kobe. Got the assist, I'm coming but not for my lonely. OMG gang.
So while Eamon does his big man workout, I normally do some yoga. Post chemo for the first week, it's normally just what they call yin, where you sit in a posture or a stretch for 3+ minutes, and that's all I can do, and that's okay. Honestly, most days when I do yoga, I have a lot of emotional release as well. They say you carry a lot of your emotions and your stress in your hips, and so when I do some of these postures, yeah, I really cry, and it feels very therapeutic and meditative, and it's just the perfect movement for me at this time. And almost every time I finish a yoga session, I'm crying because I'm just so proud of myself. I'm so proud of my body for getting me through this, and I always trusted that I would be able to. It's amazing I made it through the morning without crying.
I've always had such a hot and cold relationship with fitness. I do find mentally it does wonders for me. So having a beautiful space to work out in has been very motivational. As well as I find, with everything going on in our lives right now, my days are drastically improved when I do get some exercise and movement in. And I'm feeling really good.
Now that we're into my second week post chemo, I normally try to do something that has a little bit more flow to it. Nothing like, of course, I used to do, and sometimes that makes me a little emotional just because my body is changing so much, and I miss being strong Beck, but this is a new form of strong Beck, and I'm really proud of her too.
I'm sure some of you are like me, where you just hate it. But once you get into it, it gets a little easier. You can build it back, Eamon, come on!
I'm not doing chest today, but chest's my favorite day.
I'm a big dog, walking, y'all cannot hold me, yeah. Throwing no pounds, don't look at my chain, I'm shooting my shot like I'm Kobe.
With this practice today, we will flow. Breathe. Open.
This, I'm coming but not for my lonely.
10-second break.
You know what we came for, come on, my standing is holy.
Keep it going. Really feeling this lengthening sensation through.
Pounds, don't look at my chain, I'm shooting my shot like I'm Kobe. Got the assist,
Come on, what's that, 3?
but not for my lonely.
Just taking this opportunity to set intention.
Ha, yeah, I'm a big dog, walking, y'all cannot hold me, yeah.
Last one.
Pounds, don't look at my chain, I'm shooting my shot like I'm Kobe. Got the assist.
Come on!
I have honestly and truthfully come to really love being bald for a few different reasons. Showering is great, doing yoga. I've had too much hair all this time. But honestly, filming today and seeing myself in this viewfinder over here is a bit confronting, if I'm being totally honest. So just work through some of those emotions in yoga, and yeah, it feels really good.
If you're not on the frozen fruit game for breakfast, what are you even doing? Cherries, blues.
We recently switched to using these smaller breakfast bowls because our portions were out of control, but you just overflow them anyways.
Gate! Since Beck's diagnosis, we've really taken a deep dive looking at our diet, and basically we're eating pretty good. The one thing that we did change is we've gone basically fully organic, or as organic as we possibly can.
We also do our best to incorporate all of the superfoods every day. Like flax is amazing, especially for breast cancer, hemp seeds,
Tiger
walnuts.
nuts.
Brazil nuts. Apparently 2 Brazil nuts a day keeps the doc away. 1, 2. There we go, buddy.
Thank you. 1. Oh, those are big.
Scoop of protein, and the hot oats go right on top of the cold fruit.
The biggest plus for me is being on this new Taxol drug. I've had no nausea and no weird mouth flavors, tastes. Before with AC, it was just like everything was disgusting. Like sometimes I plugged my nose to drink a glass of water and I had a lot of mouth sores, but I don't have any of that. So you just take the good with the bad, the new symptoms with the old, and...
Where's the bear?
I was just gonna say. Eamon just went to let Oso in. A super consistent symptom I've been experiencing is with chemotherapy, you kind of strip your linings. So my nose is constantly running. And Eamon's is always constantly running. So we always need tissue. You said the other day I have nose hairs, but I don't think I have nose hairs anymore.
Yeah, you have some.
Some, but like not nearly what I used to. This afternoon I have my standing appointment with my therapist, so I've made myself a tea, I've lit a candle, and I am ready to let all of the emotions out. But before my call, I just want to say a big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. BetterHelp is professional therapy done securely online. And I can confidently say that without the team of therapists we have around us, I wouldn't be where I am mentally today. And that's not to say that I don't have terribly hard days, but through therapy, I'm learning how to embrace the negative emotions that I normally suppress and try to just keep positive all the time and understand that they have a really important role to play in my cancer journey. I am clearly super passionate about mental health and speaking with a therapist, and luckily BetterHelp makes it super simple to do this from anywhere in the world. It all begins with assessing your needs and matching you with your own licensed therapist. You can start communicating within 48 hours, and at any time you can log in and send a message to your therapist. Plus, it is more affordable than traditional therapy, and financial aid is available. For the Eamon and Beck community, BetterHelp is offering 10% off your first month when you visit betterhelp.com/EamonandBeck. That's betterhelp.com/EamonandBeck. I don't know who I was kidding thinking I'd be sitting at the desk for this call. I normally do most of them right here in bed.
Hi, Rebecca. It's Julia Davis here.
Hi, Julia. How are you?
Hi.
What do you think, buddy? Osa's first one we'll experience.
Os, look up. Let's go. Look up. Look up. Yeah, it's cool, huh? The ground is just hard enough. Oh, stop it. Let's go. Hey, hey. Let's go. Oso, no. Watch the camera. I'm hoping within 5-10 minutes Oso will get the hang of it. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. All right, we're starting to get it. That's a good boy. There's no better way to walk a dog. Walk.
Finished up a call and feeling kind of sleepy. Normally in the afternoons I take a nap anyways, but I do find just therapy and the emotions around it and stuff can be draining as well. So I'm thinking about a quick little nap. Maybe before I nap I'll just put that butternut squash in the oven. That's a good idea. We were trying to make like a butternut squash kind of cheesy pasta sauce, and it turned out really runny because Eamon never follows recipes. I was thinking of trying to thicken that up and making sort of quesadillas for a snack lunch. So I just added a little olive oil, salt and pepper to the butternut squash, and roast that up. Put a little timer on. I also informed Eamon that I had something in the oven and I was taking a nap, so he knows we're all good.
I'll be honest, I don't really know whose dock this is, but I've been coming here for a while just to...
Also, we don't know how thick that is. Come here.
I was gonna do a little scene here trying to open up and be vulnerable, but also keeps making me laugh. And that's awesome. Basically, when you go through something like this, your entire world collapses. For me, it's just such an opportunity to look at it as a gift of like what's important. Obviously, Becca's, she's keeping her head strong, and I'm doing my best to do the same. And I'm just so proud of Beck. She's done
Incredible. Also, get away. Come here. Get off the ice. Get off the ice. If you fell in the ice, mister, I don't know if I'd come in for you. Just kidding, obviously I would. Oso, come here. Oh no. Our one meal's dead. This is not how I thought this day would go. That thing's way too heavy. As I was saying, I think the hardest part for me has been just staying positive through those dips. I just find it difficult knowing what to say when, you know, we're lying in bed and she starts spiraling. You know, this is a person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I love more than anything. I just want to be strong, and I don't think there's a right answer, but I just thought I'd let you know that that's kind of been the hardest part for me, is just making sure I'm everything she needs me to be. Come on, Os. Let's go get the one meal. Up, up. Yeah, good boy, good boy. Yes, I got that back rack just for our buddy, so he can come on adventures with us. He loves it. Hey buddy, you don't want to miss an adventure, do you? Who's my good boy? Oh, nice. Hey.
Bye, buddy.
Come eat.
One of the misconceptions I had about chemotherapy is that everyone had no appetite and that I would experience that, but I think it's because of the steroids I take in conjunction with the chemotherapy. I am so hungry all the time. Okay, so we're gonna do this cheese sauce, and then I saw a recipe for a 5-minute quesadilla in the food processor with chickpeas and tomato. It looks really good. Couple of cherry tomatoes, big handful of arugula, hot peppers, and a little brine. Fresh cilantro, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 cloves of garlic, salt and pepper to taste, and some cumin.
So we just made a squash cheese sauce with basically nooch and salt and garlic and cashews. And now we've added a little bit of tapioca starch and heating that up on the stove as it becomes, woo!
String like cheesy. Another little update is that I actually went and saw a naturopath in conjunction, of course, with my chemotherapy treatment, and through her own testing, she was really amazed by how well I'm doing and how well I'm detoxing. And what that means to me is just that everything that we're doing at home and putting in our bodies and just all that stuff is working and helping in conjunction, of course, with traditional medicine. The naturopath recommended probiotics, so if I'm not having something like kombucha, which we're having, I supplement with probiotics. And then when I'm having a meal, I do omega-3 from algae, which is supposed to really help with the neuropathy I'm feeling and just brain function. I really like it.
Really good, babe. Keep those tissues close by.
Oh, that's huge. Oso doesn't normally beg for food, but when it comes to cookies...
He's obsessed.
Like, look at how close he gets.
You can have some.
That's why he begs. I
feel
knew it
bad.
was your He says, thank you so much, Dad. Thank you, Dad. I just love it.
Thank you so much. I'll continue to beg now for the rest of my life.
All done.
I might have been a champion for doing the dishes, but then I came straight back to bed and the whole family's here. Oh, so at the foot of the bed.
You're still a champ.
Yeah, that's 2 naps today.
Also, you want to go for a walk, honey?
Another thing we try to do every day or most days is get outside for a walk, get some fresh air. Look who's ready.
Okay. Beck had this fun idea that we would answer some questions that you guys gave us from Instagram as we walk.
question's from Solera, our girl Sarah.
Hi,
Love
Solera.
you, Sarah. She says, what have you learned about each other in the past month? For me, I feel like it's not something that I've learned. Perhaps it's something I've relearned. It's just like what a great team we make and just how resilient we are when we're together. And I think we're both strong individually, but in all the ways that I can't be strong, you're strong, and vice versa. And
Not to be like cocky or whatever, but yeah, I feel very confident in our relationship
yeah.
and how we look at the world, and you know, bring it on. Whatever else is gonna happen is gonna happen, and I'm excited to do it with you.
Next question.
You don't want to like roll your hat a little bit?
Oh, I don't know. I look dorky or something.
A little bit. There you go. That looks cute.
Really? This low? Buddy, you styled me so weird.
I like it
no,
like that.
I
That's
hate
cool.
that. That's weird. Like this.
All right, Joe Schmo, let's
Is
go.
that okay? Next question is, how has my experience at the hospital been? I would genuinely love to shout out the nurses at the KGH Cancer Center.
Which ones in particular?
Sherry and Nicole and Bev. They have made the scariest thing I've ever gone through less scary, and I'm so grateful to them. They're just amazing, amazing women. Okay, next question. How is your mental health, and what do you do on the really hard days? This question was important for me to answer because today is what I would consider a really great day.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to know that I have days that I can't get out of bed and I sleep all day. And they're okay, they're important, and they're a part of the journey. Honestly, overall, I would say because of all of the steps we're taking, our mental health is as good as it can be. And you?
For me, like staying busy and exercising and keeping your mind busy, you know, allows your mind to wander a lot less. So trying to be open and honest with you and everyone in my life about how I'm doing, and yeah, just trying to talk.
Are you planning on having a baby once cancer is clear and fully recovered, or going back to Morocco?
We were ready to have a baby before this news, but obviously we're gonna need to take time, and
We're really doing our best to live in the present moment, and for the first time, we don't really have like a future plan. Meg asks, what are you all finding the most joy from? You're doing great. Should we answer on the count of 3 and see if we have the same answer? Most joy from. 3, 2, 1.
Also. He makes us smile multiple times per day.
He's just that constant reminder of all the things that dogs can teach you. Like, don't ever pass up a chance to go for a walk with your best friends. Like, he's just so down. We were all napping 2 seconds ago and he's like, yeah, I'm there.
Hey, buddy.
Maddie wants to know, what does your upcoming treatment plan look like? So I already mentioned this morning, I've done 5 of my 8 rounds of chemo. So that leaves 3 rounds left, which will lead us into May. And if all goes well, within 4 to 6 weeks of that, I will be having an MRI and doing a scan to see if they can see anything. And then we chat about a double mastectomy surgery. We recover from that and we chat about the potential for radiation. It's gonna be still a long process yet.
Bit of a road.
I know that you and I can get through anything together, so that's the plan. Honestly, I've never regretted going for a walk. That felt really good, but it's definitely the season of dirty dogs.
1, 2, 3. Oh, so 3. What comes after 3? Hey, 4. I think I gotta do 5 also. You sicko, you're a sick dirty boy. You're a sick dirty boy.
It's that time of the day. Let's go take a bath. Post-Taxol, which is the new drug I'm on, I've really enjoyed taking baths. Just all the body aches I feel, even on days when it's not excruciating like today, by the end of the day I feel quite achy. So just thought I'd take you along for my little nighttime routine. And I bring a chair in for my laptop so I can watch a show. While the bath is running, I thought I would show you the little face mask I make. So it's made up of a natural green tea exfoliator. So I put that in here. Moroccan lava clay, bentonite clay, BC clay, a bunch of clays. And then I either add like honey or a little bit of water, sometimes some serum to it. And then I basically mix that in with my fingers. I've been finding my skin is super dry. Sometimes now that I'm bald, if I have extra, I put it on my head. Why the heck not? They used to give me these amazing facials with a paintbrush. She'd put on the clay, and I think of her all the time. I'll never forget her playing music and getting ready in here, and just like the way she made every place feel like home. Speaking of her, it was just her 1 year of her passing as well, so just want to always honor her and take a moment to celebrate her and remind you to go call someone you love and tell them you love them. I normally put a good sprinkling of bentonite clay. This is really known to like help you detoxify and pull out toxins from your body. This is a lavender and rosemary bath bomb. Pop that in there. And then I always add some Epsom salts. It's really good for my aches and pains. I used to love having really hot baths, but I'm finding my skin is really sensitive to extreme temperatures as well. So normally the bath is kind of cool or cooler than I'd normally like. And then I get in there and I see if I can add a little hot water and a little bit of my natural bubble bath just to spruce things up. And then yeah, I normally chill in here for an hour if I can. I'm currently rewatching Friends. It's just a good time. Sometimes I watch no TV at all and I just stare blankly and kind of meditate, and I turn off all the lights and have candles. But today I thought Friends would be fun. Many new looks of Beck these days, huh? Bald Beck, face mask Beck. Very empowering to share myself in such a raw, vulnerable state, and I just want to thank you guys for letting me feel like I can do this. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Okay, we're both feeling a little tired, not too hungry, so we're gonna make just like a light dinner. Oh, I wanted to try this. I'm gonna start putting some tempeh in the air fryer.
Dinner is coming along nicely. We're gonna make a nice salad. I found some leftover quinoa, arugula, broccoli sprouts, celery, cucumber, onion, little dressing, salad, tempeh, simple, beautiful. Picked up this local Korean barbecue sauce at the shop. For the dressing, keep it nice and simple. Go in with some Dijon, maple, lime, salt, avocado oil, hemp, and some pumpkin seeds. Dinner's ready. It's kind of random.
No, I love it.
It's funny how you went through phases of like wanting to connect with people and then not wanting to not learn too many symptoms and expect this.
I've made some friends at chemo, and it's been really helpful and beautiful because I've had friends who are like further along in the process than me, and now I have friends who are behind me, and so I'm just helping out a friend who's having a really rough go. I'm so tired that I'm eating like a pig. Look at me. I don't even care.
I always eat like a pig. Tempeh. Bomb. I'm gonna make him an oatmeal raisin cookie. Beck's talking to the dog.